Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Make sure everything's set up. Alright, welcome to the stream. We'll be live, run live. I'm trying to play Return of Reckoning again. I say again because this is actually my second attempt at it at this stream. The first time, whenever I happened to choose to stream, it was a patch day, and also I was getting over like a weird respiratory bug, which I'm mostly over now. So I guess if I like accidentally cough or whatever, I'll try to mute myself. But if one slips by, I want to apologize for that beforehand. But yeah. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? So Return of Reckoning. If I had to give like the whole enchilada in I had to give. Hold on a second. Wait, I think I might have messed something up. Chick. I'm frozen. That's fine. It wouldn't be a Richter Grave stream if something wasn't immediately fucked. If I had to give like the whole enchilada in like an elevator pitch as fast as possible off the top of my head, and I'm not saying I would never actually do this because I'm not good at that sort of thing, but if I did, it would be something like the year's 2008, and World of Warcraft is extremely successful. Like, so successful that Toyota is making World of Warcraft themed commercials, and they're trying to sell their trucks on primetime TV with it. That actually happened. You can go on YouTube and look it up. It's more cringe than I remembered, actually, because I just watched it recently. But that's beside the point. World of Warcraft is super popular. And you have all these game companies who are seeing the popularity and the success that World of Warcraft has, and they're like trying to get in on the scramble, right? They want to make some of that cheddar. And so they all start taking the gameplay templates of WoW and making games kind of their own with it. At the time, these are not so affectionately known as WoW clones. And there was a bunch of them at the time. And because they're all like competing to try to get their little corner in the market and, you know, draw players away from WoW and the other WoW clones, some of them implemented new features and new innovations and stuff like that. And one of those games was Warhammer Online: Age of Reckoning. As I said, it's very similar in gameplay to WoW, as most of them were at the time. However, this one has more of a focus on like PvP, especially open world PvP. And there were some other innovations too, like public quests and things like that, which you'll see once we actually get into the game, that I don't recall being in any other games at the time, back in 2008. Unfortunately, that was not enough to give it any sort of lasting, like indefinite financial success. And I want to say it was like 4 or 5 years later, so that would have been 2012, 2013, right around there. Unfortunately, the game servers were shut off. However, the story does not end there, because, and I don't actually know what happened here, but I like to imagine what happened is a bunch of hobby devs who would play, you know, Warhammer, the server shut down and they were like, man, I wish I could play Warhammer again. So they went to the original devs who made it, and they were like, hey bro, now that the servers are shut down, like, would it be cool if we just spun up our own private server and did our own like content updates and balance passes and stuff like that? And the original devs were like, yeah bro, that sounds fucking rad, go for it. Just don't make any money from it. And the hobby devs were like, yeah, cool, that works for us. And then they high-fived, and thus, in the year of our Lord Sigmar, 2014, Return of Reckoning was born. And it's been chugging along ever since, essentially. So that's the whole story behind what we're about to play. As far as the game itself, as you can see, it's divided into 2 factions, very similar to WoW. You've got the Realm of Order and the Realm of Destruction. Each of the factions has 3 races, as you can also see before you. And then each of those races are paired with their counterpart on the opposing faction in general proximity in the world, which we'll get a better idea of once we actually look at the in-game maps and stuff. So the pairings are, you have the elves versus the edgelord elves. You've got the Empire, which are essentially the humans, versus the Chaos, which are the edgelord humans. And then you got the dwarves, who are very dwarfy, versus the greenskins, who are orcs and goblins. So, yeah, those are the races. Now, as far as classes are concerned, this does it a little bit differently than WoW. This is where it sort of starts to differ. Essentially, like in a game like WoW, you've got your races for each faction, and then you've got like a common pool of classes you can kind of make combinations from. In this one, the classes are like hyper race locked. And what I mean by that is, like, if we go to Chaos, for example, right? So each race has 4 different classes that you can choose from, and these classes only belong to that race. So, like, this game does use the traditional MMORPG trinity of party composition. You've got tanks, healers, and DPS. And so whenever you, regardless of what race you choose, you will have access to 4 different classes for that race. So one will be a tank, one will be a healer, one will be a melee DPS, and one will be a ranged DPS. So no matter what race you choose, you should have access to something roughly analogous to the playstyle you want. Now there are differences between, sometimes significant differences between those archetypes within the faction. So for instance, the melee DPS for Chaos is the Marauder. You see he's got like a fucking go-go gadget demonic transforming arm thing. That's sort of his mechanic, right? Special mechanic mutations. All the classes have their own mechanics that they do. And so he can like switch out his arm to different forms to suit whatever need he needs at the time. But he's sort of a bruiser. His whole deal is to get into the back lines of the enemy and like close distances. He can pull enemies and stuff like that and just beat the crap out of them as sort of a bruiser type character. However, if we go back, we go to like the Dark Elves. The melee DPS for the Dark Elves is the Witch Elf. And the Witch Elf essentially has like proper stealth and stuff like that. So she's essentially like something closer to like a WoW style rogue. So they both serve the same general purpose, but they obviously have different ways of going about doing it, depending on what kind of flavor you're looking for as far as play is concerned. And all of the mechanics that the classes have on one side are mirrored by another class on the other. So like the Witch Elf in the Dark Elves is mirrored by the Witch Hunter in the Empire, who also plays very similar to a WoW style rogue, if that all makes any sense. So I think that's it. I don't think there's any other preamble that I have to go on. That's sort of like the long and short of it. Speaking of short, I think we're going to play a dwarf. So I'm going to go ahead and make my character. Now I did say that I already did this once, so I kind of know where we're going here. So it shouldn't take too long. I'm making a Rune Priest, which is the healer class. They also have some offensive capabilities and stuff too, obviously. There's a whole PvE aspect of this too, with their own like storylines, things like that. It's not all PvP, obviously. Unfortunately, can't get a pompadour on this guy. We can't do the pompadour, but we can give him like a little old guy ponytail, I guess. Yeah, there should be a nice beard. So whenever I think about this guy, I think of him as being like a nice, well, not nice, but like a Rune Priest should be like a venerable old dwarf, right? So he's probably a long beard. Jewelry. All the jewelry in this game is like ear piercings and eyebrow piercings and stuff. But we'll probably pass on all that. We'll probably want to make him gray. We want to be kind of old looking. Focus gray, eye color, yellow green. His eye color doesn't matter all that much. Yeah, fine. Green's fine. Actually, we could go all white. We could go full on Santa mode. It's that time of the year, right? Reason of the season. As far as skin's concerned, it doesn't really matter. Each stand, that's fine. And we'll give him like gold accents and stuff. That kind of gives a little bit of contrast. And then we're gonna name him Halfton. I already got the name, because I already did once, unless someone snaked the name while I was in here yet. There we go. We got Halfton the dwarf. Not to be confused with Barden. He was from Vermintide. which is also a very good game, set in the same universe. 1 second, I'm gonna try to fix my model. Give me just a moment. Hold on, the music's gonna go away. just for a moment. I should probably actually like have some of this stuff pulled up, yeah. But I didn't think of that. I usually don't have problems with my PNG stuff, but it is what it is. Pull that back. All right. How's that? Hello, check, check. There we go. I can. My face is actually moving now. All right. It's time to hop in. I do have some alts, as you probably see. Maybe I'll play some of those at some point. I would like to make multiple streams of this, and we'll sort of do like streams of leveling this guy up from level 1 to 40, and then also doing like renown ranks and stuff. That's the real grind in this game. It's not the level, it's your PvP rank. We're going to Ekrund.
These are the darkest times the dwarves have ever known. Many holds have fallen to the hated greenskins. You have an oath to bear and grudges to settle. Let the greenskins come. They'll see what welcome a dwarf gives.
Alright, we've got a bunch of mods and stuff. Oh no, please, stop. No. Hold on. Yeah, I had mods installed in this at one point. I have played this game before. In fact, I have a... Yeah, switch. Switch it up. Switch it up, baby. Alright, that's somewhat better. That's not supposed to be there. But, it's probably fine. Little fix. This is supposed to be like in the center and not over the top. There we go. Alright, cool. I'm not covering too much with my ugly mug. Alright, another oath bearer, eh? It's my old King Grudgebearer himself. Alright, head up the stairs to the tunnel to Goldbrow's Lament. People get lost in these tunnels, so you might want to check the map for the waypoint. Kill the ravenous squigs there, you find. Turn to Theric Red Axe and Mordrin's Anvil when complete. So this being a private server, there are some bugs. It's got a few warts on it. You know, because you got hobby devs who are, you know, doing this for free. So you do have to overlook some things, but it's nothing too crazy. Alright, this guy wants us to find a book. And this is one of the things I actually really like about this game, is that there's this thing up here called the Tome of Knowledge. And it's got a ton of entries and stuff in it. There's all these tabs and things, and it covers like the bestiary, which essentially covers all of the mobs in the game, plus all the races and stuff. So there's like this kind of neat, you know, a little bit of lag there. There's this kind of neat like collector's aspect to it. So if you're someone who like wants that collector's itch to kind of scratch, filling out all the entries in the Tome of Knowledge is one way to do it. There's the armory and all kinds of stuff, idols. We'll look at all that later though, kind of as we go across it. Alright, I got your book. So when we pick that up, I believe it unlocked the Tome entry that gives us like lore and stuff. So yeah, it's like grudges. So now you have like a little history lesson on grudges and sort of a little lore excerpt that you can read up. Pretty cool. They're actually really good about sticking to the lore in this game and like kind of making it a something that you can kind of dig into, learn more about Warhammer. They're not the sort of general themes in Warhammer are not terribly far away from like your standard fantasy themes. Like the dwarves are pretty dwarven, and the elves are pretty elvy, and the dark elves are pretty dark elfy, you know. But they all have their own little like Warhammer style twists and stuff. to them. So, let's see. We got some heals. Rune of Breaking. I'll probably just stick on the end there. Sprint out of the way. That's a dot. Okay. So we've got a heal and a couple damage spells. Bam! I'm gonna lightning this demented squig, which I think might be a type of fungus, if I'm recalling this correctly. The greenskins. I think the orcs and the squigs are like weird forms of the same kind of fungus that the goblins grow. I could be wrong about that, but I want to say that's the case. We gotta kill 4 of these things. And we got one more. Come on, you bastard. Lightning. Alright, we got a quest up here. Who is a banker, I believe. Could be wrong. Hoarding gold. So beautiful I can't take my eyes off it. The feel of it, the cloying odor. What's wrong with you, dwarf? You act as if you never heard a dwarf speak about his hoarding gold before. No, you don't. You don't spend hoarding gold, you spend spending gold. And if you're looking to make some spending gold, I've got the means. The blasted snotlings have been making off with some of our gold ore. They've taken it back into the Stone Maiden's Junction. Bring back the ore, and I'll see about smelting some spending gold for the both of us. Nice. I love dwarves. Like, the older I get, the more I feel, the more like identified I feel with dwarves. Because like as you get older, you like, you know, I grumble more, developing an appreciation for precious metals, like real boomer shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I like the dwarves. They're probably my favorite race in this game, and in Warhammer in general. Right, we gotta collapse a mine shaft, and we gotta find some sacks of gold ore. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to do my substandard dwarf accent. It's a little bit hard on the voice since I'm getting over like a weird sickness, so it might make me start coughing and stuff, but we'll see. It's hard to resist the. Alright, there we go. Pixel hunt a little bit. Let's click it on the like little plunger thing at the top. Alright, easy peasy. Snotlings. I think that snotlings are like, I don't know if they're like young goblins or if they're just like a different form of goblin. I'm not sure. It's one of the things that I'm not super read up on as far as Warhammer lore. So this is one of the things that I don't recall any MMOs doing this before. This is a kill collector, and essentially you'll find these in like quest hubs and things, and they'll essentially have a specific type of enemy in the area that the more of them you kill, and then you come back to them and hand it in, and you'll get a certain amount of XP depending on how much you kill. So it's just like a little extra way to get XP from your kills and stuff. Something worth noting. Ore and gold. Well, shave my beard and call me an elf. Will you look at all that gold? Well, it's not gold yet. We've got to crush it up in the stone to get the grains of gold, and then we'll have to... Don't rush me. Fine, here's some of my emergency gold. Don't ask me for another ounce. Because you're more likely to see Grimnir walk in here and cluck like a chicken. Nice, we got his emergency gold. Shoved far enough up the... if shoved far enough up the nostrils, these tiny pieces of gold can choke a snotling. Perfect. Just what we need. Oh yeah, we got a starter mount. I always forget that. That was not the case in the original one. In fact, you didn't even get a mount until level 16, I don't think. But they implemented a sort of low-level, slower mount. Book of Bindings, just like a Hearthstone, essentially. Alright, let's do a heal over time, I suppose. I don't know how much use we have of a healing potion as a healer, but we'll hold on to it. Whoop. Yeah, we'll talk to the dwarf.
I've been around a lot longer than you.
Dwarf bearers.
Hear me out.
Take the shoes.
Doing?
Alright, so this is one of the, this quest is actually bugged. We can't actually, like, finish it. We'll take it in the case that maybe it'll get fixed someday, I don't know. But it doesn't actually work, for whatever reason. You can't get the crates to spawn, and when you do try to use them, they don't work for some reason. But yeah, that's alright. We can kind of skip it. One of the things about this game is there's a buttload of quests. You've got the PvP, which you can do pretty much entirely through the game. You don't have to do the PvE at all. But there are, as I said, like quest hubs. There is an entire like PvE line, storyline you can follow all the way from level 1 to level 40. But if you're doing what I plan on doing with this character, which is a mix of PvE and PvP, which is not the optimal way to do it. Most of the like, you know, try hard types will go the optimal route, which is just to do PvP. And the reason for that is that a lot of your like power scaling is behind your PvP rank. So you have this bar down here, smaller bar, renown points. Your renown rank is your PvP rank, and as you level up your renown, you will get, we're going the wrong way. You'll get renown points that you can spend on essentially increasing your stats. So there's a, definitely a certain amount of like power scaling behind renown rank, but you only get it from PvP, right? So most people will do just PvP. That way they still get the XP to do their normal combat rank, but they're also getting their renown rank at the same time. That way once they get to level 40, they're kind of already ahead of the game. What do we need? Bitterstone? Some here is glowing dirt. But for me personally, I actually really like the world and the PvE and stuff. I think it's really fun to go to the different areas and stuff. And I kind of just want to make these just so relaxing, like older style MMO land stream. I don't know. I think it's the time of the year. For whatever reason, around this time of year, I just want to like chill out and play old MMOs. Wrap up in a blanket, you know. Get a nice cup of tea. Fire brew. Yeah. We gotta give this to the Bright Wizard over there, who's complaining about being cold. There you go, you big sissy. What is that odor? The smell of sulfur and ash. Reminds me of my home in Altdorf. I can only hope the Bright College still stands. I mean, it's on fire. It's not fallen by now.
Keep to the road.
Bright College is kind of cool. Altdorf is the main order city in this game. It was the only city when the servers were still up. However, one of the things that the devs do is they do like content updates as well. And so I think they made the dwarven city, Karazakarak, a place you can go now. And it's got quests and stuff and all kinds of things. It's like a fully fleshed out city. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we can visit the Bright College in Altdorf at some point. It's quite humid. Not humid, it's quite, I don't know about humid. It's quite hot though. It's a rather warm place. Goblins. There's a digger. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Come here, you little bastard. Oh. Oh shit, healing himself. Fuck. Bro, hurry up and die. Come on. So in addition to being like a just kind of a chill leveling streams and MMO streams, also figured I'd take the chance to like share a little bit of what I know about the game. Like I'm not necessarily an expert, but I have played it before. So it's kind of like a showcase to talk about things that, you know, things I wish I would have known whenever I'd started this on the server. And I don't know, because this is going up as a VOD on YouTube, so people will be able to watch it later on if they just happen to stumble upon it. Wow, we're getting kind of wrecked. Die. Hurry up and die. Use that potion, why not? Don't kill me! What the shit? Okay. Oh, we just died to a level 3 mob. Okay. I knew I should have went for the instant heal potion. Ah. A beardling mistake. I went a little bit Sean Connery there. That's fine. My dwarf accents usually turn into pirate accents before long. So, Sean Connery's probably an upgrade. Alright, where's he at? Cheeky little bastard, come here. Any day now. There we go. Alright, we do have to go turn in these clothes, these Digger's Duds. So let's go do that. I think the other one actually leads us out to the next area. I think we're supposed to take this to the guy up by Helga. Helga's the big ass cannon up here. Pretty sweet. Very based dwarves. What's that order? Goblins. Goblins. Mordred was right. Said them greenskins burrowed into the hold years ago, and you proved him right. The High King was right to put Mordred Bitterstone in charge of taking back his family's mind. Mordred knows the worth of Bitterstone better than anyone.
There's a long list of grudges. Get to it.
Well, I'll be a short beard. Yeah. So it's essentially the elf kind of tipped them off that there was stuff to do. So they're acknowledging the fact that the elf maybe has decent things to say at times. Whoop. Eep. Oh, where's that? There we go.
I have need of your services.
Digger's Duds. Alright. Okay, so we're about to get a trophy. And trophies are like little aesthetic things. They're like little baubles you can hang on your armor and stuff. So we'll go ahead and take Runesmith First Order. You can always get either, if you're on the Order side, you get the Empire Sun emblem, or you get one that's specific to your class. So Runesmith First Order is the Rune Priest one. I'll go ahead and take that. And so that goes on our trophy slot. Now I don't think I have, yeah, so I don't have, you have to have certain armor. And most armor beyond the starter armor has slots for trophies. And obviously the higher level armor has more slots for it. You get a total of 5. So you can have like 5 jingly janglies hanging off you. Toward the end. Didn't die down there. Yeah, we can put on our boots. Our new boots. Yeah, go ahead and buy that. Start working on expanding the inventory. Because we'll have to do it anyway at some point. Right. I got a Slayer bro here. We're gonna help him out. One of the things that kind of threw me for a loop the first time I tried this on patch day is I came in and this guy was like dead on the floor and you couldn't talk to him, which kind of threw a wrench in the like moving the quest line along. So, but it looks like they got it sorted now. Boraxand. One more gobble kills himself on my axe, I'm gonna spit. Alright, we keep coming and keep hacking them. So you found that squig hunter that slipped away from me, eh? Me axe, eh? Not bad. Good thing there's plenty more killing to be had. Hey! Do not hit me while I'm pretending to be a dwarf. Okay. Kill 5 Ironclad goblins in Ancestor's Watch. Yeah, so he's just telling us to go to the next area and kill goblins along the way, essentially. Yep. Ooh, looks like we got another heal, which is a heal at a time. That's pretty handy. One of the things I like about this game, and it comes in very handy during PvP, is that you actually have 2 targets at any given time. Because you have a friendly target and a enemy target. So right now I'm the enemy target, and I can also like target if there was another player or something, or like that guy. So I've got like a secondary target down here. So essentially all of my offensive spells will hit my enemy target, and all of my defensive spells will automatically go to the friendly target. It's pretty nice. It makes things way easier when you're trying to like frantically get the right targets and stuff in PvP, especially in like late game PvP, because it's such a larger scale where you got multiple war bands worth of people moving around and doing stuff. My hope is that we'll get into tier 1 PvP tonight. In fact, I try to get it done as fast as possible. We'll kind of get into influence here in a minute, but there's a reason why I try to get into the first tier of PvP as quick as possible, and get it done as quick as possible. I'll kind of talk about that here in a minute. Should probably do that instant cast after the time cast. Just if I wanted to be a bit more optimized. Like a true nerd. You stay in your corner, buddy. So these are orcs. If you're not familiar with Warhammer by now. The big ones are orcs, the little ones are goblins. And the big ones, I'm pretty sure, are like a type of fungus that gets grown. It's a little weird, but I do believe that is the case. Or maybe that's the 40k lore, I don't remember. Alright, we are clear. Well, we're not clear, we're finished. The goblins, we just gotta like sneak through. I could have swore I just heard the heavy from TF2 eating a sandwich, but maybe I'm just going insane. That'd be a hell of a crossover. Could implement some Warhammer hats or something. Man, it's a real shame what's happened in TF2.
Here's work for you.
So many bots and stuff in it.
Time's a wasting.
I tried doing a stream of TF2, like the good old days, but it didn't turn out so hot. Look out below. Bang. Well, no bang. Whatever.
I've been around a
Close
lot
enough.
longer than you. That means you best hear me
Quite a
out.
few of them you did.
Bloody skin filth.
Based. Alright, so this is finally, I think that's the prologue done. This next area is the first chapter. So you got the pairings and stuff. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Yeah, Dwarf Chapter 1. Alright, we'll talk to this guy here. Because this is actually something that I wanted to talk about.
Grudges that need answering.
Influence rewards. Okay, so whenever you come to a new area, essentially all the areas are split up. There we go. Now it's showing up. So this little bar up here. See, this is your area influence. And essentially whenever you go into a new area, you get a new influence bar. And as you do things like in that area, your influence will go up and up and up. And at these little gemstones that it hits, you get a reward. So you talk to this Rally Master, and you can do select influence rewards, and then you'll get cool stuff. So you fill out those bars, you can get like special things. And that's all tracked in the War Story tab. So we've got the Dwarf storyline, we had the prologue, which we just did. And this is Chapter 1, Assault on Bitterstone Mine, right? So the entire like quest line that you follow from level 1 to all the way to level 40, it's sort of chronicled in these chapters as you unlock new areas as you move along. And you can see there's little open RVR tiers here, kind of interspersed amongst them. So the first tier of RVR is for level 1 through 15. I believe it's level 15. And the thing about open RVR is that for the second, third, and fourth tiers, you get bolstered up to max level. So once you hit level 16, you can pretty much go into any of the open RVR areas, and you can be somewhat competitive. Obviously, you don't have the same equipment that the max level players do. You don't have all of your abilities and stuff, but you can contribute, you can be helpful, and get experience and things like that. Tier 1 is different, though. Tier 1, after you, beyond level 15, you're not allowed to fight in Tier 1. You can go into the Tier 1 PvP lakes, which is where the open RVR happens. However, you get a debuff that essentially makes you instantly killable, and you turn into a chicken. Like, you literally become a chicken. Chicken Pierce. And so, what that means is that if you want to max out, whenever you get there, it'll have a bar just like this for area influence. So if you're kind of a completionist, like I am, and it'll bug you, your OCD, forever, if you don't fill out that bar, then you'll want to do that before level 15. And that's usually why I try to go to the first tier open RVR as soon as possible. So what we'll probably do, my plan is to kind of do this area, and then we'll run up and go into the open RVR area. And maybe we'll, depending on how many people are there, you know, maybe we'll have some fun fights, or it might just be really boring grinding. I don't know. We'll see. This guy just talks about gemstones, sockets. We can go ahead and do that. As a healer, we'll probably want willpower and wounds, I suspect. Alright, we got a slot. Yes, we can put one on these gloves. So shift right click. We will put our willpower rune in there. Use. And there we go. Okay, cool. Zarnir Demon Crusher. Wait, did that not count? Oh, these have one. Okay, we'll try that again. With the wounds. Oh. Maybe we just haven't got there yet. Zarnir Deerbin Crusher. Okay, yeah, I think he's in the next area. That's why I didn't count yet. Okay, we'll go ahead and take these other quests. Out of sight, out of mind. What is this? Some time for Red Hammer Station. This just takes us to the next area.
Good luck to ya.
But we want to do this here first. Scenarios. Sport and skirmish scenario. Oh wow, this is new. Hugs of the Braggart. Interesting. So you can actually do... So this wasn't in the last time I played. It looks like they've got some sort of new scenario thing. Scenarios are the instance PvP.
On with you.
So we can probably try that. And it looks like it gives you a low-level piece of orange equipment, which is pretty nice. Run this realm on any tier 1 map and kill 10 enemy players. And you get 5 Warcrafts for it. That's like the PvP currency you use to unlock new gear pieces for PvP. Okay,
Get to it.
interesting. Go and talk to her.
There's
Take
work
the
to be
quest
done.
or not. Enter the Battle of Bitterstone. Interact with dwarf ore crates to search for Bitterstone ore.
Godspeed.
And then take it somewhere.
Here's the problem.
Search Broken Band for signs of Haldren Goldenforge. Interact with them to recover the list. The list of grudges. Where'd that daft scribbler get off to now? No doubt he's lamenting the loss of another Oathbearer, or writing nonsense about the Golden Age. Haldren scripted a list of grudges as long as Helga's muzzle. 3 times over, he insisted on making sure the list made it to Karazakarak. Thing is, he's gone and the list is gone with him. Haldren can take care of himself, but I'm worried about that list. We can't afford to lose the record of all the wrongs we've suffered this day. We came by way of Brokenspan. Best start your search there, Hafton.
Now, get to
Yeah,
it.
so the dwarves, like lore-wise, the dwarves have this like cultural thing where they okay, so this talks about public quests, which we'll get into here in just a second. But culturally, the dwarves have like this thing about grudges, right? So if anyone wrongs a dwarf, it gets written down in the Book of Grudges, and the idea is that over time, all the grudges have to be settled. In fact, one of the dwarf tank class is the Ironbreaker, has grudges as a mechanic, which is kind of interesting. This is a neat little like aspect of dwarven lore. What is this? Increase the target group member's strength. Okay, so this is a rune. This is the rune priest's mechanic. So they get these runes that they can apply. They're like really nice buffs you can apply. They give you nice stats and stuff, and also give you like a little whoever you cast it on gets a little like extra ability they can use. So like this one just does straight up elemental damage. Bam! Nice. Whack! We could probably use this too. This essentially just converts all of my normally stuff that would go to healing into damage. So since we're solo, that's probably a good thing to have on. I don't think I have any real bonuses yet on my equipment, but probably some. I guess that wisdom probably counts toward it now. Yeah, there's a strength, ballistic skill, and intelligence. So this is like the DPS room. You get to DPS classes. Hey, we're healing. Stop! Oh my god, these goblins. These goblins. Son of a... Alright. Die. Die fast. Little snotling. I would say probably the greenskins are the most, like, popular race in this game. Just in Warhammer in general. They're very, like, iconic. Disgusting little things. Or disgusting big things. Depending on what type of greenskin you're talking about. Oh, crap. Well, this is suboptimal. No, you motherfucker. Can we get back up there? Going to be very crossed if we can't. Can't believe you've done this. Buddy, I'm disabled enough as it is. I don't need you to disable me more. Oh, the fuck, there's two of them! What the shit? Alright, well. I think we're fucked. That was not my stupidity, game. That was not my fault. That was probably my fault. I guess we're running back. So how's your day? Is everything going good? I hope so. Is it everything you hoped it would be? If not, I'm sure tomorrow will be better. Or something. Most likely. Probably. Hey! And in all the times that I've played like this area, not once has that ever happened to me. Not once have I ever been knocked off of the freaking cliff by a goblin. How embarrassing. So once we actually get past this area, and we head for the RVR, I don't know how many people will be playing right at this hour, because there's only one server. You know, you have like player bases from around the world, and so as a consequence of that, you have like these lulls in player base, like lulls in population where things are a little bit more quiet than they would otherwise. But I find that if you stick around long enough, eventually people will show up and start fighting and stuff. So. And there's usually at least some people in Tier 1. There's not a whole lot, but there's usually like a stream of people going through Tier 1. So it's not like you're totally alone all the time. In fact, I did a little bit of Tier 1 stuff last night with my engineer. It was pretty fun. If possible, I would like to totally max out the Open RVR influence for Tier 1 tonight on this guy if I can. If not, like if there's too much imbalance, like if we're super outnumbered or something like that, I don't know that I'll be able to do that, but we'll see how far we get. I might have to do it on another stream if it doesn't work out. Alright, let's be a little bit more careful this time, I guess. That's a PQ we're about to do here in just a minute, if we ever get the list of grudges from this dude. Or I should say from his body, which I think is right there. Yeah, he did. Alright. What did that say? All the, like, weird loot from soiled loincloth. I thought that said sniffed loincloth. I was like, what the fuck, goblins? Come on. Disgusting. Yeah, the like, trash loot drops from greenskins always have, like, weird names. Like, good. It's just like a weird pile of sludge or something. I don't know what that is. Must be identifiable substance. Alright. So this one will be respawning here pretty soon, so we probably want to move ahead. Quick as we can. In fact, we'll just go ahead and grab that. Aldrin's crumpled body bears witness to the savagery of the Greenskin horde. He's dead! Kneel down and search his body for the list of grudges. Alright. Here we go. We're gonna do some baton twirling while we go. Because, you know, everyone needs a hobby. Actually, we could probably just hop in here and do this PQ while we're at it. So we're probably not actually gonna be able to do this public quest. Because they usually require more than one person. But you do occasionally see people going around doing them. You do get like a PvE currency for them. You can buy some decent gear and stuff. So if you got the players to do it, they're usually worth doing. But it doesn't look like there's anyone else here right now, so we might just have to do. We'll finish out the first stage, and then go on our way. Probably that should give us credit for tokens of war. Whack him! Whack him! Blam! Yeah. Yeah. So we got to kill 4 of these. Kill these stoners. I didn't say it, the game did. Alright. When you play on Order side, being annoyed by goblins is something you just kind of get used to. Because, they're just as fucking annoying in PvP as they are in PvE. Nice. Making pretty good time on these guys now. Well, not that time. When we crit, we do pretty good. Aw, disrupt, come on. Don't be like that. So you can see in chat, someone's asking about DPS for Gunbad. That's a PvE thing too. It's one of the... They don't do a whole lot of PvE in the server, but that is one that they do, as I see pretty often. It's for Gunbad. So it's not like they don't do any PvE. It's just there's not a whole lot of instances of people doing it. Most of the people focus on PvP. But it's not like in WoW where you've got like completely segregated progressions, right? Because in WoW, it's like you have your PvE stuff, you have your PvE content with your PvE gear, and you do, you know, you ride in on your PvE horse with your PvE wife, and do your PvE stuff with her. And then you've also got like a, you know, your PvP wife and your PvP gear and your PvP house and all that. It's not like that. There's no specific like PvP stats that I'm aware of, like there is in WoW or anything like that. So essentially all that is to say, if you get good gear in PvE, it's probably going to be sufficient for PvP, because there's not really a big separation between the two. There might be some like minor optimizations for PvP gear toward PvP, but it's not like super crazy sort of a difference, which I really like. That was one of the things I didn't like about WoW at all, is that they had segregated PvP and PvE stuff. Like I mean, it's design-wise, it's a good way to like pad out the time that you need to do everything, but I wasn't a fan of how they handled it. Bam! Oh, there we go. Influence complete. It is not nearly that easy all the time. I don't want anyone to get a false impression of how long it takes to actually fill out area influence. But if we go back to the dude over there, the duder with the like light blue icon above his head, you should be able to get some decent gear. Yeah, get whacked, son of a bitch. Alright, what do we got? Shank boots, that's for Witch Hunter, White Lion. Did we get anything for Rune Priest? Doesn't look like it. Got a hatchet. No, I don't think so. We got some dye. I'll put that down there. Nah, we got a bastion stick. Eluded stunty beard clasp. But other than that, alright, let's turn some of this stuff in.
There's grudges that need answering. A dwarf never forgets.
Complete.
There's a long list of grudges. Get to it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to this guy. Yeah, so we did get credit for that. So if we tried to stay in there and do that, we'd probably run into a boss that would just kill us, because it's designed for more people, right? It's a public quest. It's supposed to have all of the like local people who are leveling kind of come into the area and like join forces to contribute. You don't have to be in a party either. And essentially the way it works is that you've got the public quest, and once you finish the tasks that the public quest has for you, usually there's a time limit. If you complete it, then it drops a chest, and then the people who contributed the most get bonus to their rolls, and then there's like a few tiers of reward that gets handed out on like a roll basis, and you can get some pretty decent stuff from it too. You just don't have the people here to do it. So we'll go ahead and take the health potions. I think this might be like a weird thing where you have to select one at a time, or does this not work? Is this also bugged? What powered wounds? Select that. Did we get it? Okay, maybe this is still a little bit buggy. Select. Yeah, I guess it's just bugged out. Alright, well, never mind. At least we finished the bar. We'll sell all this stuff. That's kind of what I'm talking about. They got some warts that you gotta kind of overlook. Career trainer. There's no real use of these now. Whenever this was in like on live, you'd have to buy your skills as you leveled up, similar to how you had to do it in WoW back in the day. But now you just get them for free automatically when you hit the proper level. which is pretty nice. So I don't think there's anything left to do in this area, and it's sending us to the next area with some of these quests, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll probably wind up skipping some areas. We don't have to, I guess. We could just come back to them, but we'll be over-leveled for the area. So I haven't decided if I want to do that yet or not.
Work to be done.
Gathering the basics.
This is what you got to do.
I don't recall this one being here either. The last time we played before. Okay, so this just covers craft skills. So this will be the gathering skills and the craft skills. Yeah.
Good luck to you.
The crafting system in this game is not terribly robust, but it is useful. You got 4 gathering skills, which is, I think, Butcher, Salvager, Scavenger, and Cultivator. Which, like, all do different things. Like, they can get different things from different enemies. And then you have Talisman making, which is making the little gems that socket into equipment, and the other one is essentially potions. Apothecary. Yep. Okay, that's the one for the gem socketing that we did. This guy wants black powder, yeah. Give that to him. We got one in here. Oh yeah, we should probably talk to the... Okay, so there's the apothecary. Probably not gonna do apothecary. I think we'll probably do talisman making on this. There's a cultivator. They essentially grow plants. The scavenger, I think they can get extra loot from dead enemies. From dead, like, humanoid enemies. I think that's how the scavenger works. What else? Any around back? Hey! You little fucker. Get lightning. I would have sworn there was one out here somewhere. Yeah, he's probably on the side. Yeah, he's hiding behind the barrels. Now I remember. And then the salvager breaks down magical equipment. I don't know what gathering profession I'll take. You can take one gathering profession and then one of the crafting ones. It'll probably be salvager or scavenger. That's not the one I'm looking for. There he is. There's the butcher. Oh, there you go. Yes, yeah. Search the train wreck northeast for any side of Ranger Grindelson. Probably pass on that now. Yeah, okay. This guy takes the ore that we picked up.
Keep your wits about
you. Nice. You got a rune of fire. Your rune releases a scorching blast, inflicting 85 elemental damage to your target. Nice. Is that cast time? Nope. Instant cast. Nice.
Here's work for you.
Oh, hold on. I gotta sneeze. Shit, never mind. I lost it. Fuck. Wow, that's irritating. Okay, whatever. Is there anything else we need to do here? 2 crafting experts. We did not speak to the hedge wizard. I think that's the one that teaches talisman making. This one. Yeah.
Work to be done.
Stones of power.
You listen up.
They can teach you how to make talismans. Pull up a seat here by the fire and let's begin. Talisman making is a crafting risk skill that can boost your stats. It's best paired with scavenging or salvaging gathering skills. Speak to Danny Binasdottir and select Learn Trade Skills if you want to learn the talisman making skill. Speak to her again to take a free sample of the kinds of talismans you can make someday. Oh, nice. Some free talismans and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Go on with you.
Bam. Oh. Toughness, wounds, or armor. I guess wounds, that just gives us
Greenskin
flat out health.
kill a lot of them.
Alright, we learned the talisman skill. So whenever you get skills, you go into your abilities and it should be under general. Yeah, talisman making. And you get like a little UI where you have different components you have to put in. And all that jazz. And those are all in your crafting items. Don't worry, this will expand as you gain levels in your crafting skill. You'll get more slots.
There's grudges that need answering. There's work to be done.
We'll probably go ahead and take salvage on this guy. And then I'll just probably take scavenging on another character.
You best hear me out.
Breaking it down. Alright, same deal.
Time's a wasted. Quit your messing about.
Earn trade skill.
Get to it.
Now salvaging. So yeah, now we can break down our unwanted green or better items. Essentially, for talisman making stuff. Pretty handy. It's nice to pick that up early. As I seem to recall, on my other characters, I waited a while to pick those up. And actually until I was max level. Because I didn't know what I wanted to do and I just kind of forgot about it. And that means that I had to go back and like acquire low level equipment to break it down to level up the skill. Which was kind of a pain in the neck. I should have just done it as I leveled up. We're going to avoid this PQ. We're just going to go right up north. How many quests do we got? Hopefully not many. No. Okay, good. I'm going to sneak around all the little goblin bastards. Goblins. And we can always come back here and do this one if we want to, like, fill out the influence. Like, even at max level, we could come back and do it. But I want to kind of go up and see what's going on with the open RVR zones, which should be up here. The war camp.
At last.
What are these two guys doing? Grundik and Drundal. Lazy bones. Lazy beards. Okay, yeah. So we've reached the war camp. Look at the pairing. Actually, this is a good chance to kind of talk about the map and pairings. So, in most zones, or at least half the zones, you'll have a war camp, friendly war camp, depending on if you're on order or destruction. A war camp is essentially like it's a friendly faction camp that is kind of right on the edge of a PvP lake. So you see this like orange sort of area up here. This is a PvP lake, so that's an open PvP area. Once you go into that, you get flagged for PvP. There'll be other guys in there. They'll be friendly, some will be enemies, and you will all essentially have a big fight against faction on faction. And you can see there's like objectives and stuff. The first tier the first tier RVR, open RVR, is pretty simple. You essentially just control objectives and run supplies, and we'll be doing some of that probably here in just a minute. So we'll be able to actually show that. But the war camps are in like most of the zones. So like Mount Bloodhorn is the this is actually the kind of counterpoint that I was talking about before as far as like faction pairings, right? So we got you see this whole area down here that's gray? This is essentially the greenskin area. So you have these this whole zone is essentially shared by both dwarves and greenskins, but it's kind of like cut off from each other. There is a part here where you could like venture into that area, and you know, eventually if you wanted to explore the map and fill out these areas, you would do that. But this area will have greenskin players leveling up. This area up here has dwarven players leveling up. So the dwarven war camp is here. And then the Greenskin War Camp is probably, yeah, right there. Screeb Stunty Killing Camp. So that's the Destro War Camp for this PvP lake, which connects to this one up here. So these two zones kind of make up the first tier of the pairing for Dwarf and Greenskin. That's what I meant, that how they're paired together as far as the map is concerned. And we'll have our own little section of this map that is for Dwarves, and then like down here will be for the Greenskins. And then obviously we'll move on to other zones as we go. So this is like the first of the tier 2 area. So if we go to the pairing map, okay, this is where things get a little bit more complicated. You got like a weird flowchart thing going on here. Essentially the way it works is that you've got the pairings divided into 4 tiers. This is for PvP. Whenever you take the tier 1, then it usually opens up some tier 2 somewhere. I thought it was supposed to be this one, but it looks like we've captured these and this is not open. I guess, okay, I see why now. So you take a tier 1, once it gets captured, then it opens tier 2. So we currently have Mount Bloodhorn and Ekron Lockdown for order. Once you take it, it opens up the next tier up. And then you fight there, people of that level, or any, since it's tier 2, it can be any level. And then once that one gets captured, it goes to tier 3. Once that one gets captured, it goes to tier 4. And tier 4 is like the max level tier. And you can see there's just like this weird setup here where there's 3 different zones. So once it gets to tier 4, it becomes like almost like a reverse tug of war, where each side, so down here is Crackegg Pete's, that's the main Greenskin city. And then up here you got Karazakarak, who's the main Dwarven city. And they're trying to push the enemy down out to their main city. So if they can come through, they can take all the forts and stuff, complete all the objectives, pushing the enemy through these zones to their city, then it opens it, well, actually it might not do that anymore. Yeah, so the way it does is it gives you these campaign points. And then after a certain set amount of time, the side with the most campaign points gets to attack the enemy city, essentially. So you get to like raid the city. All the players who are in that city get kicked out of it. They like go to a little safe area, and then the city becomes like a PvP zone. It's kind of an interesting looking thing. If it sounds a little confusing, you know, in future streams we might actually be able to do that and stuff once we get to that level, but that's sort of a general rundown of it. Now, right now, this one's locked, so we can't do it. But the thing about war camps is they're all pretty easily connected to each other. In fact, up here, you talk to this guy. He's a flight master, and this is essentially like your quick travel in Warhammer. So we can essentially go to any of these green spaces. This is the Dwarf versus Greenskin. There's also one for Empire versus Chaos with their own cities. And there's one for High Elves versus Dark Elves. The cities for the Dark Elves and High Elves are not implemented. I don't know if they actually exist or not. But it essentially works the same way. Conquering this stuff still gives campaign points and whatnot. And then Land of the Dead. Excuse me. Land of the Dead is like a big, like, RBR zone, and we don't have to worry about that right now. So yeah, what one is open? Let's see. There should always be a rank 1 or a tier 1 PvP open. Looks like Elfland is where they want to go. Although maybe that's about to be captured. We'll see. We'll go poke around and see what's going on there. But the good news is that means there's probably people there fighting that we can go help. Alright, the Blighted Isle. So with the war camps, you got those flight masters. They're also in most of them. Excuse me. Man, my throat's kind of going weird. They're also most of the little quest hubs. You can talk to the flight masters, and usually whenever you go to a zone, you fly there, it'll put you right in the war camp. So whenever you get into open world RVR, that's kind of a quick way to deploy to other zones and stuff when you need to do it. Your warband's deploying somewhere else. you just hop on the Flight Master and go to the whatever zone you need to.
Peace and virtue.
How close are they to capturing this? I guess we could go over how Tier 1
I have need
works.
of your services.
We'll go ahead and take these quests.
Will you grant me aid? My conundrum is this.
Sure, why not?
Destiny has chosen you.
Start off with
This is
task.
the meat of the matter.
I don't know if we'll actually finish that
This
one or
is the
not, but
task.
we'll take it. That's a repeatable. We can
Safe
probably
travels.
I am glad you are
avoid
here.
it.
This is the task.
Okay, these ones just have us
Here is
go
the
and
problem.
look at the
My conundrum
objectives.
is this.
Right, scout the objectives
This
in
is
the
the
battlefield.
meat of the matter.
So we'll take all those. Is there any more we can take? Don't see any. Okay, there's no open parties right now, so we'll just go poke in and see what's going on. The Plane of Bone. Looks like Order has retaken some of these objectives. Nice. Now we really don't have much in the way of equipment or level, so we're kind of at the weakest point we could possibly be in all this. But we can help out other players. Yeah, see, you get a little bit of renown just for like just for being around, you know. Okay, so these little flags, right? See these flags on the map? These are the objectives. Looks like Destro is up at the House of Lorendith. So we'll see how that goes. Depending on how many are there, we might be able to take them. I don't know what we're getting into though. The Shard of Grief. You see it's a banner on fire. It looks like the Destro are taking that. And we currently hold the Tower of Nightflame. I'm assuming there's a big group up there, which is why they're just chilling. Maybe waiting for more people. Is it just those two? No, there's one there too. Choppa. Yeah. Separate him from his group. And kill him. Aw, what a coward. Whatever, we got him. Whoops. So we'll go ahead and resecure this. So the way this works is you'll see this bar up here at the top right. You've got a blue bar and a red bar. And essentially, when you take these objectives, so you stand here, there's a little timer, it says assault. You stand by the objectives, and as long as no enemies are coming in and standing by it, you will eventually take the objective. And once you take the objective, it'll start spawning boxes of supplies every once in a while. So whenever you have the objectives, you find the boxes of supplies, you pick them up, and then you run them back to the flag just outside your war camp and turn them in, and then that will build up this bar up here. So you see there's the red side is the Destro, the blue side is the Order. So the idea is you want to fill out your bar all the way up to the middle, which is what Destro's already done. So they're pretty far ahead in this instance. So you want to fill it all the way up, and then once you've filled out your bar, and you have to take all the objectives at the same time, you hold them, you will essentially lock down the zone, and then the fight will go to the next tier up from there. So that's how the tier 1 RBR works, essentially, to my knowledge. And you know, you get buffs for how many you control and things. Like we have Battlefield Control 3 gives us 30% buffs to experience, influence, and renown. Standing here by our lonesome might not be the best idea, but we'll wait for a box to spawn. And if we die, it's like no big deal. But this is what tier 1 RVR is a lot of is running boxes and stuff and doing little skirmish fights with people trying to steal your supplies and stuff. You can go to the enemy points and destroy their supplies, and that also gives you points. Kind of fun to do. Trying to think what else to say. So as you go up in tiers, things become considerably more complex as far as RVR. Like eventually you get into keeps and how to take keeps and siege engines and all kinds of stuff. All with their own sort of mechanics. But tier 1's pretty simple overall. Sorry if you can hear me drinking my tea. My voice is a little... my voice is starting to go a little bit. Gotta keep it moist. Stay hydrated, kids. So you probably look at the influence rewards here. So what's interesting about this is all 3 of the open RVR areas have their own influence bar. So this is the one for the elf lands. There's also one for the human lands and also one for the dwarf lands. And you can get all of them. If you fill out all the bars for each of the areas, you can get one of each of these tiers of equipment, which are pretty decent for their level. So it's probably worth doing. I wouldn't be able to use them until rank 12, but once I get to rank 12, it would probably be a pretty good upgrade by that point. It seems like there's a considerably more low-level sets of equipment than there used to be. So it's probably not a huge deal, but I do like to fill out the bars before I move on, because I don't want to have to come back and try to do it as a chicken later. Whoa. Alright, there's enemies coming. I'll run away. Yeah, I don't think they're following me though. Oh, we're stuck in a tree. Come on. There we go. The game is pretty good about popping you out of stuck geometry most of the time. Occasionally a weird thing happens where you have to use a /stuck command that sends you back to your like original spawn point. But that's pretty rare. Usually the game's pretty good about like nudging you out automatically. I would like to find... Still no open parties, that's fine. Usually whenever you hop in, a lot of times you'll have, so you go to this little parties and warbands tab, and there'll usually be open parties for different areas of the world. It doesn't seem like there's anyone doing anything right now. We're probably just in like off hours, but I think the most populous time on this server is probably, for me, it's like midday. It's like late morning, midday, because that's when all the Europeans are. I think most of the players on the server are Europeans. You know, we'll try not to hold that against them, but that is the fact of the matter. So you get the best populations during that time. However, you can still get really good populations in prime time for other areas of the world, just because it's the only server, right? So all the Americans and South Americans play roughly at the same time. And then the Europeans all play at the same time too. So usually, if there's nothing going on, if you stick around long enough, something will happen. Oh, I hear a fight. We got a little group here. I can follow them, help them out. Give them heals. Well, it looks like they got plenty of healers already. The Archmage, that's the healer for the elves. I guess we could just keep running supplies. I have a feeling those guys will be back though. Or, actually, hold on. Maybe a sneaky little bugger. And see about sneaking over to this altar of Cain. And maybe destroying some supplies. You'll be a clever little man. With a clever little plan. If we can, oh, there's someone there. Oh, it's a squig herder. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna be able to take that guy. He's gonna have me out-leveled. Yeah, he summoned his pet. Oh, wait. He's got hit by something. Oh, wait. There's a fight. Help out. Give him some heals. Got him up. Nice. He is not going to be happy with me. That's Squig Herder. I have a feeling he'll be back. Hey, we got a message. As with any sort of PvP focused game, there is a certain amount of like baseline salt. It's always going on in chat as far as balance passes and stuff. Whoa, we got one. Nice. Alright, so he's gonna come over here and probably destroy... Well, actually, there's two of them. Bam! You destroy those and we get points and stuff for it. We're kind of up a little bit on our tier 1. Alright, so he just picked up supplies, that's why he's got a big blue beam above him. Makes it very easy to spot by the enemy. Being a healer, I'm not gonna just sit here by myself. I'm gonna run around and help this guy out. It's kind of surprising that Destro filled their bar up all the way and then just like decided to decided to just not finish the zone off, but hey, if they're gonna do that, I'll take advantage of it. I'm gonna say there's like a hidden little thing you can collect over here somewhere. The one thing about this game that I like, or a thing about this game that I like, is that there's a bunch of like little Easter egg things you can find, just like hidden in random places. I thought there was one over here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where it is. But a lot of them are like Tome of Knowledge on rocks and stuff like that. Just playing an engineer. That's one of my favorite classes in this game, is engineer. Although it sounds like some of the classes have changed quite a bit since the last time I played, so I don't know if they're still good or not, but or fun or not, but we'll see. Let's take that water supplies. We should get a nice little tick up here for securing this once the timer finishes. Nice. We got all the points, surprisingly. Eventually these things do just like time out and they become neutral. So just because that one switched over doesn't mean there's necessarily destruction there. It could have just timed out. Now this guy is kind of angling back. So there is, in the pairings, there are like separate... It's not a war camp, but it is like a spawn point on the other map, right? It's just to give your side a spawn point on the map that has the enemy war camp, right? And that's what this is. There's a... I didn't think you could actually take these through the PvP area, like, or the PvE area like that, but I guess you can. Huh. I guess that's really useful to know. But yeah, it's a portal that just takes you back and forth from there. Seems like we might be outnumbering the enemy here for now. Which is surprising considering the state of things that we found them in originally. This is where we're at. We're almost at max. In fact, we might just have to take this point and then we can probably cap the, Oh no, we're 98%, so we still need like 1 or 2 boxes. Oh. We got a little fight. Yeah, that guy over there. Oh, yep, I just got hit by something. Oh, it's a squig. Freaking annoying. That guy's gonna be a nuisance. I can already tell. Okay, so we are now at 100, and we just gotta capture all these points. And then we'll lock down the zone. And then another tier 1 will open up. Because I think there has to be at least one tier 1 open at all times. That's how the game works. This little bastard. Swear to God. Oh, yeah, I guess he's not taking it. Alright, there we go. So we now control all that. Got him. So I saw someone talking about the elf layer down here. I wonder if that is up right now. So in these PvP zones, you do have like a boss mob. At least in the tier 1. I don't know about the other ones. I assume they have them there too, but occasionally you'll find these layers. The one right here. Since we're here anyway, I might as well talk about it. You find these layers hidden away in these tier 1 zones. If you go into them, sometimes there'll be a mob in there. And there's a war camp. In fact, I wonder if oh, yeah, we can go ahead and do it.
Long last.
It's been looking like. Man, I don't remember the, it's hard to remember the chat commands. Alright, we got another one. Bite. Let's do it. Man, look at me. What a sexy beast I am. Serious, like, Foxy Grandpa vibes. Lady Alicia. So this is a, as I was saying, this is a lair, and there's a quest for it that we picked up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Hunters of Blighted Isle. So, in this one we do have to get we have to kill players. So, that's one thing we have to do, but we also have to kill this mob. This level 15 heroic. Okay, so it looks like he's going to help us by healing. Oh. Lagging out a little bit there. So he's a warrior priest. They're like a sort of like a hybrid healer melee type thing. Kind of an interesting class to play. I was never very good at it, but I've seen them be really effective in the stuff they do. I'm just going to try to keep heals on him. And do what damage I can. Okay, we're out of AP, so we need to let that regenerate a bit. He's holding up pretty well. I think we can do this. Not tough with a 3-person. He's probably pretty decently geared out for now. I can't really respond to that tall right now. Oh, now they want to show up and ask for invites. I don't even think they're here. Ugh. Ooh, rune stuff for the lady. I don't need that. Okay, so we got that one ticked off. That's just a little thing you can do in these areas. We still have to kill 15 Dark Elf players in Tier 1 zones. We might be able to do that in one of the other ones. But once we do that, I think it gives us a... yeah, it gives us a... like a yellowy orange... I don't know what tier that's technically called. Epic or Mythic or whatever. For our Tier 1 gear. It's pretty nice. That's a little bit important, and here's why. Even though it's really low level, because if you go down here to this tab called the Armory, you've got these wards, right? And so these are essentially your tier gear progression. So, right, you got like Tier 1, Tier 2, 3, 4. You have to unlock these sequentially, I believe. If I remember correctly, you have to unlock them sequentially. So in order to get the highest level stuff, you have to unlock the lower ones first. And the hunter set is part of that. So you have to get 2 pieces of armor for the first tier. You need the chest and you need the boots. By the looks. Boots, yeah. Chest piece and boots. And that's how you unlock the first tier, and so on and so forth. The second, third, fourth, and all the way up to the top. So unlocking them now, when you have access to it, is probably a good idea. And there are ones you can get like You can pay
Destiny has chosen you.
like war tokens, the PvP currency to buy low level ones and stuff too. So it's not like you're totally locked out if you skip that one, but. Alright, let's see which one unlocked. Akrund, that's the dwarf place. And looks like human land. Which one has more action? That.
By the gods. Going somewhere?
Let's go to Dwarfland
On your way.
to start off. Actually, looks like there's more resistance in, what's it called?
Off to start a saga.
Nordland. Yeah,
Tips appreciated.
so we'll go there. Looks like there's more enemy activity there, so that'll at least lead to more interesting fights, hopefully. Be more interesting to watch. Let's go
I've
and
been around
collect
a
the
lot
quests.
longer than you.
Some of these actually send you to the other
Your
war
services.
just as like a way to show players that they can quickly go to the other ones. One's a Warden Watch. That's a scenario thing. We can
Praise the
skip that
gods.
for now.
You can't help
Okay,
it.
so this is the quest for the layer here. So we'll go ahead and grab that
Good job.
just in case.
Aid me, aid the
Kill enemy
Empire.
players, can do. These are repeatable, we can skip it.
There you are.
The price of a little ale. Yeah, we can take that because we'll be going to it at some point.
Finally. Plenty of work to be
Alright, these are the scout missions.
done. Long last.
We'll go ahead and take those
At long, long.
because
Now get on with it.
we'll be there anyway.
Lead
To the docks battlefield, scout the area.
I ain't getting any younger.
I think that guy just leads you to more questing areas. These are the like quartermasters, and here you can actually buy the sets I was talking about. Okay, so you got like the braggart. That's another one you can use to unlock that. You don't have to get all the sets to unlock a ward. You just have to get a certain number of the pieces to unlock it. The correct pieces. Actually, hold on. I think if I remember correctly, they do sell like. How much money do we have? 16. Not high enough level to use the staff yet. They have like
Fire sale. Goods going cheap.
Okay, we could buy a staff, but level 5. This is some willpower. Yeah, that's most of my money though. I don't know if I want to do that. And we can't use those yet, so okay.
Tell your friends.
Maybe we'll buy some of those later.
Do I look busy to you?
No, you look like you're being lazy. You look like a lazy bones. Break. It's in Ostland. I think that's tier 2. Go and drop heals on all these people, including ourselves. It's kind of difficult to target these friendlies without the party interface, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, we died. It's for you, buddy. Well, we're not feeling so good. I can't target him. Nah, they got him. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off Rune of Breaking. So we can kill more effectively. Kill that guy. Dot him up, hopefully he'll die. That squig. Whoops, didn't open that up. Shielded, healed up. Nice. No dying now. I don't go dying. Bastard. Oh, is he gonna burn to death? No, he's not. He's getting heals. Alright. This is a nice little fight. Not so easy to heal when you don't got their like bars on the side you can target. You gotta like pixel hunt to click them. Oh no. I think this guy just came out of a scenario. Came out of a scenario in the wrong place. Oh. That was kind of a misplay on his part. If he'd stayed on his horse, he could have caught up with him. While I have him dotted. Oh well. It's all good. Ow. I actually get a pretty decent amount of renown points for healing. Seems like. I don't remember you getting renown points like that for healing. Not that I'm complaining. Okay, we still need to scout these areas. So I'm gonna go up here and do that real quick. I'll probably get jumped by a bunch of Destro by myself. May as well grab this before they can come and destroy it. And go turn it in. What did that say? Magus damage now affects siege equipment. NG does too. Huh. I'm not sure what that's like. I understand the words in there. I know what they're referencing, but I'm not entirely positive what they mean by that. Sorry, I'm reading chat. Is that being taken by us? Looks like it's stalled out. Yeah, I think it's probably reverting back to neutral. Alright, we gotta go scout it out anyway, so. Oh. Oh, never mind, there's someone here. I feel like the music here is really quiet for some reason. Like I can hear really faint drums and stuff. In the dwarf area you had like cool brass sections and stuff, but I don't hear anything over here. Sound effects, music. Turn that up a little bit. It might just be the music here. This isn't very good. Oh yeah, it's like a weird little foreboding kind of music to it. Ooh, spooky. I guess we are in like a desolated town. Been killed by a bunch of like demon crazed maniacs from the north. So it's kind of fitting, but oh, it's picked up a little bit. Cool. I'm guessing these guys all have like a pre-made party that they're rolling with. Or at least a few of them do. Booger Bean! The Ironbreaker. What a fun name to say. Oh yeah, looks like this guy just put a scenario sometime. For shame! Oh, maybe he got logged out or something, who knows. We could try some scenarios too, but I kind of want to focus on getting the RVR influence filled out. Roughly while we're still low level. What a nerd. Destroy those. Get some points. We'll secure while they're doing that stuff. Right, the Nordland, what was that, 11? The Nordland 11 is ours. Dang Romans and their numerals. That's a chopper. Oh no, you're not going anywhere, bud. You ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna move my shield over here. That way it's just a little bit of a division. A little less confusing. Hey, Renan rank 9. Very nice. And we got our first tier unlocked. Hey, oh wait, never mind. We'll probably want to get the better ones for level 9, actually. Willpower and intelligence, willpower and wounds. What is intelligence used for on a Rim Priest? That's not what I wanted. Intelligence. Increases magic damage and reduces your opponent's chance to block or disrupt attacks. Willpower. Increases your chance to disrupt attacks and increases healing dealt to allies. So the thing with that though is I don't know. Surely we want to go all willpower, right? Because we have a Rune of Breaking, which when it's toggled on, you gain the Rune of Breaking, converting your healing power, willpower, and healing critical chance bonuses from items into magic power, intelligence, and magic critical chance. So whenever that's on, we're in like DPS mode. And whenever it's off, we're in like healing mode. So we should be able to benefit from that regardless.
At long last.
Influence. So it'd probably be smarter to take the willpower and wounds. Because the willpower will still contribute to our damage like intelligence would while we have breaking on, but it's wait, did we not get it? But we get the benefit of wounds additionally. Would like this piece select. Okay, this one isn't working either, evidently. I know for a fact those work because I did it last night. So I don't know what the problem is with it right now, but maybe that's for this one? I don't know. Go ahead and turn these quests in.
There you are. Time's marching on.
There you are. Time's marching on, so should you. Good luck. You'll need it.
Let's see, hold on. Open RVR. Rally Master Heinrich von Ghent. Is that him? Yeah, that should be it.
Gods.
Maybe I can't get it because it's too high level or something. Can't use it yet. I don't know. I don't know. Spaghetti code. No offense to the devs or anything, but they do better than I could. I've got a feeling this is about to get attacked. Yeah, there they are. Alright, pick it up and go, buddy. Actually, there was some, they had the Nordland captured, didn't they? So they could be coming over to attack here. I think he's probably fine though. Yeah, this one's covered. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you a shot of my mule's ass there. It just happened automatically. It happened by accident. You gotta trust me. What's he doing? He's attacking something, but I don't know what. Oh, there was a witch elf stealth. Good eyes, buddy. That was a white line. That's the melee DPS for high elves. And they're actually pretty fun. I've got one, a low level one, but they're pretty good. Yeah, we might have like an overabundance of, Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Level 40. Chicken. So, yeah, essentially it becomes like a one-hit kill. If any enemies showed up, they would like smack him and he'd die. And he can't use any abilities or anything. He's probably here filling out the bar, if I had to guess. Or just here as a joke. I don't know, one of the two. Maybe he's bored with the rest of the game and he just wanted to come be a chicken in Tier 1 or something. I'm being bewitched. Oh, yeah. Witch elves are pretty tough a lot of the time, as I recall. Once they get to high level, they can kill you real fast. Let's see. Probably need to get some. I need to get high enough level to get some of this gear on. I'm pretty sure I'm still using. Yeah, I'm still using like the one armor starter shirt that I had. Eventually, I'm pretty sure I get a knockback, like an AoE knockback that will help a lot against those melees, but I do not have it yet, unfortunately. It can also be really fun for knocking enemies off cliffs and stuff. Like that NPC Goblin did to me earlier. Will I be able to take this guy? He's level 12. Probably not. Probably will in here for me. But we'll try it. Yeah, we're out of AP. I don't know that he can actually kill me or not, though. Alright, well, we're just like, hanging out, I guess. Either of us have the damage to out-damage the other one's healing, so I guess I'm just gonna sit here. whoever has allies show up first wins, I suppose. Hey, stop that. Oh, okay, well, looks like I lost. Yeah, whatever, jerk. All right. Well, man, I guess like a lot of Destro might have just showed up, or at least enough to take 2 points. Or maybe some order left. Maybe they filled out their bars and stuff and decided to go elsewhere. Oh, maybe not. Still here. Doing their thing. Now why did he run off by himself? I doubt the guys are still gonna be up here, but it would be nice to get some revenge. Especially in that witch elf. Yeah, we're down 1 kill. But we're a healer, so whatever. 80 doesn't really matter that much. Considering that guy was like, what was he, level 10? So he's got all of his level 10 abilities and stuff. He held out okay. All things considered. Oh. Nice hat. Go ahead and turn this one in. Get some more influence. The problem with boxes, they don't give very much influence. You get more from capturing points and I think destroying enemy boxes and killing players. So I'm trying to like generally find fights and stuff, but it seems like there's a lot of running around. Running around not fighting a whole lot. Which sometimes does happen. Alright, what's going on out here? Are there any friendlies in the area? That's what I want to know. It's probably that damn witch elf again, finding gas. Oh, never mind. Looks like someone's taking it. I guess they already cleared them out. Nice. So one of the things that you want to do if you're doing this like tier 1 grind for influence, whenever you're choosing your rewards, you want to sort of like cross-reference it against the other ones, just because sometimes they'll occupy the same slots, and sometimes they'll be better for your class and stuff. So that one's Norska, that's one we're at. A little like this one, right? So these are jewelry pieces. You got shoulders, a helmet, boots and gloves. Like sometimes you just want to like cross-reference them against the other tiers, or against the other pairings rewards. That way you're not like doubling up. If that makes any sense. You are well ahead on boxes, which I guess is a plus. If you fight in these areas, and you do objectives and things like that, when you lock it down, you do get war crests for doing it, I believe. So, you know, it's more than just trying to fill out the bar. You do get resources for taking the area. And if you log out before it gets taken or whatever, you'll get mailed the rewards. It's the same when you take like heaps and stuff in later zones. Now we know that someone got shot around here. Because that Shadow Warrior was shooting at someone. So there's probably Destro sneaking around somewhere. But I want the influence tick from taking this, so I'm going to hold out for 40 seconds and hope I don't die. Nice. We're almost 2/3 of the way there for this area. Let's see if we can find a fight over here. Something more interesting than just standing next to flags. As fun as that may be, you know, I still want to do something worth watching. Whoop. Oh no, they haven't. But when old Hoffman's here. Yeah, they probably just ran in and snaked in a while back. And then abandoned jump ship, so to speak. Swordmaster. Swordmasters are really cool. Unfortunately, whenever I started the whole Return of Reckoning thing back up, I don't know if they like merged servers or something. Well, no, because they only had the one server. For whatever reason, whenever I logged in, a bunch of my characters I couldn't play because it said they had duplicate names, and I had a Swordmaster at one point that I no longer have because of that. But at some point, I might play one. If I make this like a series of streams of playing Return of Reckoning, I might do ones where I also level like a human and an elf and do those areas too. But for now, I'm probably just going to focus on the dwarf. So may as well wait for a box to pop. One second. Get a replying to a message here. Okay, alright, okay. Go to the burning flag. Because that's where the action is likely to be. This is kind of what I talked about, where sometimes you get like population imbalances or whatever, and it becomes like a lull in the action. But at least we got something going on. It's nice to see. Oh wait, is that why there's no Destro around? Are we just like down here harassing them at their own work camp? Well, I guess that's what's going on. Oh. Nah, they didn't get him. Not quite. Actually, will he die? No, he got healed. Close though. Whatever, we got other stuff to worry about. Filling out this bar. Dwarf Santa's got some pain to deliver. Actually, no, I guess he does healing. Not a whole lot of pain coming from the Rune Priest, but you know what I mean. Want to deliver a beating? My big ass stick. Dang, he took the box. Actually, one might spawn pretty soon. We'll wait for it. We want those sweet, sweet influence ticks. As many as we can get. I wonder how Ekron's doing. Let's see. Ekron's looks like much the same. They probably outpop. Probably outpop the enemy pretty good for whatever reason. There's just a lot of order on tonight. It kind of goes back and forth. Sometimes you get on and there's like a ton of enemies. It was like that last night. I was playing on my engineer, and I was in these tier 1 zones, and there was just like a ton of Destro everywhere, and I was the only I was the only one. Really, all I could do is just kind of annoy them. But other than that, there wasn't a whole lot able to be accomplished. That's just how it is sometimes. Get these other dudes waiting for boxes. There's a line. 8 lines. Can't do them. So I'm not a big theme park guy. It's like you pay a bunch of money to go to a theme park and then stand in lines to do something that is sometimes fun for like a few minutes. Just not my thing. I know people who swear by it though. Like they're super enamored with theme parks. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's whenever you make a new character, you automatically get put in a guild or order. Huh. Interesting. I never did much guild stuff in this game, but you can get like a guild hall type deal in the major city and stuff, which is kind of cool. I never had that many people to play with in this game though, so I didn't have like a group to play with. Mystic Beer played for a little bit, but we kind of both fell off the game. He's not super into PvP. Okay, so that one just spawned, right? So it's probably going to be a little bit before another one spawns. We'll check up here. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Come on, work faster. Well, we don't know when the last time this box spawned, so we'll hang out. I'd like to have like a bunch of Destro show up and just have a big fight in the zone. That'd be nice. But alas, sometimes it does not work that way. It's just the nature of the beast. Come on, generate, yo. What's the holdup? Nothing? Oh, we gotta fight. There's a box. Quick. Get it before anyone else. While they're distracted. I'm actually a little bit surprised with how many low levels are here tonight. I see running around. It's not quite this many usually. It does fluctuate, but it's probably good. I mean, it might be new players. Although a lot of the old players also just make vaults. You get like a buttload of extra character slots on the server, so you can make alts constantly. Are they still running around messing with Destro over here? Yeah, I guess they are. If it was me and if I was Destro, I would just go over to Ekrend. Enjoy the other fights going on. And like consolidate forces. That's how I would handle it if it was me. But I don't play Destro, so I don't know. I don't know what goes through their brains. Mr. Dowie. We're pretty close. We are, how much are we off? Max is at 3960 and we are... We're at 3052. So we're like, you know, about 900 points short. And we locked the area. So we're done here for now. Man, I would at least like to get one of these influence bars filled tonight. We might not be able to. We're rapidly approaching 3 hours on the stream, which isn't that long. We could probably go for longer if we wanted to. I will at least need to take a break though, here pretty shortly. Probably around the 3 hour mark. Alright, let's see how Ekrend's doing. They're probably doing probably about the same as they were here. Yeah.
Remember to write to your ma.
So this guy, these quests out on my quest book. Extermination, sure. Strained relations, sure. Yes, this is the lair quest. Granada bets. Go ahead and take that one.
There's work to be done. A dwarf never forgets. Here's the problem.
Yes, kill enemy players.
To it.
Don't mind if I do.
Here's what needs doing.
And the scout ones.
Here's the problem. Rubbish.
We'll take all
This is what
those.
you've got to do. You, listen up.
Right. I think we are good to go. There might be fights over on the other side. We'll go check on Mount Bloodhorn. These other battlefield objectives. Oh. They're emoting somewhere. And someone's very displeased. Such rude gestures. How uncouth. How close are we to total capture? We are 100%, so yeah. Once we capture this zone will lock as well. Dang. And it doesn't look like there's any fights either. Oh yeah, this music's way better than on Nordland. The sweet horn lines going. Hell yeah, bro. Oof. That's rough. Killed by a bunch of elves. How humiliating. We got a pretty good tick for that though. Popped right up for that death. Oh, there we go. Alright, well, I guess that means the elf land is now open again. Yep, there it is. How far did we get on that? I don't remember. Okay, so we're just under the first little pip. I'm gonna see how far we can get in, what time is it? Before the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna see how far we can get. If we can get fairly close, then I'll probably just stick it out and try to fill out one of these influence bars. If not, I'll probably call it and then I'll go back to farming influence on another stream. We'll finish it out then. Well, we started, I mean, we came here at what, level 5? And we're already 2 levels up. We're not done yet, so... This is kind of what I mean when I was talking about... how you kind of wind up skipping certain quest hubs whenever you do PvP as well, just because you wind up out leveling them pretty quick, even doing PvP. There is the enemy war camp right there. Bunch of stupid, ugly greenskins in it. Big, ugly dorks. Snot spit. I don't know who that is. He's just chilling out. Whatever. Alright. Oh, let's turn this on first. Keep the quest log uncluttered.
I've been around a lot longer than you. You best hear me out. Get yourself a pint. Going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to the High Elf place.
Tips appreciated.
I am glad you are here. Honor nature. Destiny has chosen you. Remember your duty. Will you grant me aid? Here is the
Yeah,
path.
we'll go ahead and take that one. There should be a quest in that war camp somewhere that gives me additional trophies and stuff. Guess we'll go check this one out down here. See if it needs reinforced. Any open parties yet? Party interest, war, RVR. But is that in our area? It says it's in Nordland. That one is also in Nordland. At least one of these is here. Oh, never mind, he left. I think this party is not working correctly. Let's try this one. Is Nordland still open? It is! It reopened! Okay, we're going back to that. And we'll go ahead and fill out that bar. That's the plan. I did not expect it to open up again so soon. But here we are. And influence can go way faster when you got a party running boxes, because you also get points for every box a party member turns in, so long as you're nearby. So, yeah. Instead of turning in one box and getting the points for one box, your party stands there and gets 3 boxes, runs back to the flag, and then turns them all in for and everyone gets 3 boxes worth of points. Pretty nice.
Go and chop.
Alright, back to the Empire.
Remember to write to your mother.
Yeah, this is perfect. Because this will give us a good jumping off point once we fill out this bar. I don't think it'll take too long. And if we wind up getting some good fights and stuff, we might stay on longer. That's usually how I play all this stuff. Take this little portal to the shrine. Whoa, look at them all. So a full warband in this is 4 parties. So you got 24 players per warband. And then once you get into the high-ranking PvP, you can have like 1.5 warbands, sometimes 2 warbands. If it's really populated, you might have like 3 on rare occasions. Like on both sides, fighting each other. Sort of, there's a lot of maneuvering and stuff that goes on in those. Pretty interesting. Alright, where is this dude? So that I can heal him. Alright, we got that ability. Reinforced War Engine. Stick that over there, because why not? And Rune of Might. Your rune transmits assertive power through your ground, dealing 158 elemental damage to all targets within 30 feet of you. Oh, it's like a little AoE. Interesting. Actually, what I might do is reorganize this. So we'll put these here. Well, I've got them all like in a little area. So if I need to click, I don't gotta go far to do it. Actually, maybe that won't work because I use number keys for these. I don't know. I haven't decided. Whatever. Keeping my options open. Afraid of commitment. Looks like our party is back at the Nordland. Hey, that guy almost has my name. Richter. Accept no substitutes. Now I don't know if it actually counts for the whole warband if they turn it in, or if it's only for your party. But I guess we're about to find out. Because this guy's in the other party, so if he turns it in, we'll see if we get credit. No, it's only your party, evidently. It might be smarter for us to actually split up. We're looking to, if I'm looking to get influence. Oh, this one's got some supplies. We'll follow him. He's in our party. So this is like standard operating procedure in later tiers. We have big warbands going around to the battlefield objectives. They usually pick up about 3 supplies at a time and then deliver them to wherever they need to go. Usually a keep, but sometimes a camp. But that's all mechanics that we can talk about whenever we actually do it. I don't know if it's worth it to get into it now without actually being in the moment. It would be a lot easier to explain it then. For now, Tier 1 PvP is, or open, you know, open RVR is pretty simple. God, there's like a million order here. That's really unusual to have so many of them. So many of them in the same place at the same time on the server. At this level, I mean. I mean, especially when there is like stuff going on at higher levels. So that's like 3/4 of a full warband going on in High Pass. In fact, it might be a little bit crowded, I'd even say. There's Ironfell. We can stick with him. Get credit for the turn-in, at least. Because I don't think we're going to be picking up any boxes with so many people around. They're all going to be running them. He's an Ironbreaker. I do want to make an Ironbreaker at some point. There's so many of them. This guy is... Oh yeah, we're already in this guy's warband. Oh, okay. We'll probably clear out. So we'll see if we get a box up here. I guess just no one's at. Well, never mind. There are some people back. It's Blighted Isle still. It's very surprising. In fact, it looks like probably the Destro were there. He probably consolidated back at the Blighted Isle in Elfland. Why they're not here. Oh well, we only got a little bit left to go, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out this bar. Might just be my brain playing tricks on me, but I feel like it doesn't usually take this long. Maybe it's because I'm under the threat of being watched. It feels like it's taking longer. I don't actually know how long it technically takes to generate a supply. I suppose we could find out. So that generated what? 20 seconds ago? 30 seconds? Something like that? I'm looking at the recording timer right now. Okay, it's been like about a minute, I guess. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if I'm totally off my estimates here. That's funny. Alright, there it is. It's about 2 minutes, I would say. Only 38. This kind of sucks. Oh! Looks like something's being taken over here. Some action? Don't mind if I do. You get pretty good ticks too for retaking these flags, so I want to be there when it flips back over. Even if they're just like ghost capping it. The chopper. He got away. I want to be here for the tick. There we go. Oh no, I accidentally removed my heal. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Where is it at? Rune of Regeneration, that's what I wanted. Go ahead and lock that action. Let's go ahead and lock that action bar. Okay, good. Looks like Destro is starting to show up. This is good. This is very good. Cool. We got a fair few. Ooh, we're pretty close. Just a shame they didn't show up sooner, you know? Like, I'll admit, a lot of this has been a little bit boring. Just kind of standing around. Yeah, this one's already, oh, never mind. Still gotta secure it. Oh, how much? How much are we gonna get? Oh, we're just a hair's breadth off. Alright, this turn-in might do it for us. And if a bunch of Destro don't show up before then, we'll probably call it there. Alright, there we go. Influence complete. Cool, I guess they finished theirs too. Alright. Go ahead and leave that. I'm gonna go double check this influence thing. It might be bugs. I know that you can get your influence rewards. I think it's just something's going on. I might need to relog or something. Because I did it before. What do we want? Willpower and wounds. Select that.
Praise the gods.
Okay, looks like we did get that one. Yeah, there it is. Cool. And we want the level, one of the level 9, so willpower and wounds plus some resistances, willpower and initiative. Initiative, what does initiative do? I don't remember. Increases your chance to evade attacks, detect stealth enemies, and lowers your chance to be critically hit. That would be a little bit useful, but I think I'd rather have wounds. It's a general rule. So we got that, which we can equip at level 9. We're only level 7 currently.
At long last.
And finally, we got a new staff. Willpower, toughness, and initiative is probably what we'll take. 20 willpower versus... yeah, we'll go ahead and take that one. Alright, there we go. We got our rewards.
Keep to the road.
That one's pretty decent. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there. And check in chat, make sure no one's needs attention. I think we're good. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll probably come on and at some point and do the other areas. We'll grind them out, and then we'll get back. We'll just jump it back into Quest Hub where it's appropriate, and go from there. And maybe we'll do some scenarios and stuff next time. Whatever. There's still a lot more to do in this game, and a lot more to explore and stuff. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And later.